Welcome to the Daily Briefing, Bible Code 7 Spiritual Warfare Daily Briefing. It's the 18th of July, 2024. We are so glad to have you with us today. No, this is the 17th of July, 2024. My days are kind of getting discombobulated right here. But I want to bring today our topic, biblical diagnosis of Trump. Biblical diagnosis of Trump. I'm going back to Donald Trump. As I said before, on December 18th of 2018, December 18, 2018, the Lord gave me a vision of Donald Trump. And in 2019, about maybe towards November, my book was published, which has a Trump prophecy in there. Talked about the attempt on his life. And we are seeing that this is something that God gave me to do, and I did it. Now, what God told me is that Donald Trump would become a changed person. And from all indication, we're seeing that the changes have come in his life, and he's becoming very, very, very radically changed. Not egotistical, not meaning that he has become a worse person. No, he is becoming a better person. A change has come to him. And because that change has come, we can see that the people who are closest to him, his sons, for example, are remarking about this change that has come in his life. And they have mentioned that change, and they're making the report that this is what has happened to him. And this is how he has mellowed out, and this is how he has changed. So I'm bringing that up to say that the prophecy that God gave me has come true and is going to be unfolded as time goes by. Number one. Number two, we are seeing that not only has this change come, but Trump will be the next president. I did prophesy that. He will become president one more time. Now on page 272 of Escaping the Ultimate Deception Counterfeit through Bible Code 7, I mentioned all this, 272 to 280. All the prophecies regarding Donald Trump was made in that book, Escaping the Ultimate Deception Counterfeit through Bible Code 7. Available at BibleCode7.com or Amazon, Barnes & Nobles. You can get that copy there. What's going to happen? Trump will become a humbled man, a humbling experience for him, and this attempt on his life has humbled him. The Bible tells us that when a man has certain situations and he has become humble before God, God will be what? God can appear to him. God can use that person. God gives favor to the humble, but the proud he looks at from afar off. And this is what we see happening with Trump. He'll become humbled, and this is what I prophesied. He'll become a changed man. And guess what? Yes, I'm going to say it. He'll be an honest man, because in that vision, I told the people, a crowd of African Americans, that he'll be, or he was, or he is an honest man. This is an honest man. You can trust him. This is an honest man. You can trust him. That's what I said to a tremendously large crowd of African American people in this vision. And another prophecy, Trump will begin to embrace the African American community big time. He'll begin to embrace them. So here we have a statement from his son, Eric Trump Jr., or Donald Trump Jr. Former U.S. President Donald Trump was changed permanently by the attempt on his life over the weekend and will be a more moderate figure going forward, his son Donald Jr. told Axios. You know, I think it lasts, Trump Jr. said, of his father's apparent mellowing. There are events that change you for a couple minutes, and there's events that change you permanently. So this is referring to a permanent change that has come over Donald Trump Sr. He's going to be tough when he has to be, he continued. We've seen that. He's never going to change. but I think there will be something. I think there are moments, are momentous occasions that change people permanently. So here we see his son, Don Trump Jr., telling that his father has changed. And that change is a permanent change. And that change was prophesied. God showed me that change in 2018, of December 18th, 2018. I prophesied. I gave it in that book, 2019. And this is a biblical diagnosis of Donald Trump Sr. And it's all in my book. Now, what I want to point out is that God told me, as I said in this vision, I was in the vision, and I said, this is an honest man, you can trust him. This is an honest man, you can trust him. And I woke up at the vision. I had to be telling you, I thought I was crazy. I thought I must have had something bad to eat that gave me a nightmare. And then when I began to ponder it for days, I walked around and I said, God, I wrote it down, of course. I said, God, Donald Trump is an honest man you can trust. Really? Is this some joke? And I had to be laughing with God. And God told me, yes. It's not a matter how the man is at the moment. It's what the man will become when he has a moment, when he has his moment with Jesus. Understand carefully. It's not what I used to be. It's what I became after I had my moment with Jesus. Donald Trump has had his moment with Jesus now. Everybody was saying, well, he's a born-again Christian. Donald Trump said when he became, he was running for the presidency the first time. He said, I'm a Christian, I'm a Presbyterian. Yeah, really. Yeah, we believe you, Donnie. And we can see what happened. But I believe that now, since this happened, because the Lord showed it to me, this is real. Okay, so let's finish up with Donald Trump. Let's talk about a biblical diagnosis of the USA, because the Bible describes the USA and gives a diagnosis. Whether you like it or not, the Republican Party, and there is an RNC convention going on right now, the Republican Party is dead. Yes. Why do you say that? Republican, this is the last of it. That's correct. This is the last of the Republican Party. This is just a little sputter of life that you see going on in the Republican Party. It's just a little sputtering of life. There's a one-party nation that's here in America now, and it must have to be a one-party nation because that's how it's set up. There has to be a one world government. You can't have two different political parties. No. Come on. A one world government, a new world order, means you have a one world uniparty. Come on. I've taught you that several times. Go look on the back of the dollar bill. Just wake up and smell the coffee. It must be a one party. You can't have Democrats and Republicans. The Republican Party is dead. It's only going to be like a Democratic Party. And that party is going to be for all people. And it's going to be a one world government with a one world party to fit into the New World Order. Go check out the back of the dollar bill. Novus Ordo Seclorum. Okay? You don't believe it? Look on the back of the $1 bill. A one world government, a new order of the ages. So democracy as it exists today, when we talk about democracy, this is a drunken illusion. This democracy they're talking about is a big lie. Okay? There's no democracy. They're calling this democracy, and then they're sliding in with socialism, and everything is becoming what? Socialist. Along with her husband, communism. I told you yesterday, and I've told you before, socialism is the beautiful wife of the ugly thug called communism. Communism is a thug. Ugly, smelly, looks like an ex-convict of the worst sort with scars. And nobody wants him. but he has a gorgeous wife. She's a 10, a beauty queen, well dressed in elegant nightgowns and evening gowns and uh, dresses and bathing suit. She's called socialism, and everybody is going after her because she is so gorgeous. But her husband is communism. And this is what the world and America is going after right now. So socialism up front, communism behind, is the new Bolshevik destruction that's imposed on America today. And what do we see? We've seen the Bible being fulfilled before our very eyes. So socialism, all the social everything. And by the way, even in the churches, there's a social gospel that's being preached. Okay? Make sure you know that. And all this is coming into operation before our very eyes. The nation and the leaders of the nation, America, and the leaders of the world, they're deluded. They're drunken. Again, why? Everything must come into suit and fit into a one world government. There must be a one world order, the new world order. So everything is coming into place and it's going to fit into a one size fits all. That's going to be socialism, communism, the new world order. What do we see going on today? As far as when you look through the biblical optics, you see exactly what God says occurring in the nations. We see God told the nations, drink it, all of you nations and all of you people that rebel against me, drink from this cup of my wrath. Drink and be drunken. Then the next thing you must do is you must spew, you must vomit, fall down, and you'll never wake up again. So God tells the nations that rebel against him, drink from my cup of anger. Drink. You're all deluded. You're drunken. You'll become even more drunk. Then the nations will what? Vomit. Then they'll fall down. They'll not only fall down in their vomit, but just like a drunken man. And I've seen people drunk. They urinate and they defecate all over themselves. That's true. Sounds ugly? Yes, but true. And what do? They wallow in their own mess. They wallow in a sewer. They wallow in their drunkenness, in their own vomit. And some people even drown on their own vomit. And that is recorded medical deaths. You can check that out. So, what is the vomit, feces, and the urine, the sewer that the nations are falling into? Well, how about sodomy? How about lesbianism? How about transgenderism? How about abortion, baby murder? How about child trafficking? How about the abuse of little children? Sacrificing little children. And by the way, don't tell me these things don't go on. Sacrifices of children went on in the Bible in the valley of Hinnom, in the book of Jeremiah. It went on back then and it's going on today. So let's settle that, okay? Doesn't sound nice because we feel for these beautiful little children, but heinous things are being done to children. They're being sexually abused. Your body parts are being used and eaten. Your blood is being drank. The rich are drinking those bloods, just like in the Valley of Hinnom. They did that because they wanted money. They wanted good crops. They wanted their sheep and their livestock to reproduce. They wanted their wheat harvests and whatever they planned to be bountiful. So what did they do? They sacrificed their children to Moloch or Molech, same God. And this is what they did. This is in the Bible. And they're doing it today. Nothing new under the sun. History only repeats itself. And what do you think abortion is? Up until the term when the baby is born, full term abortion. It's a sacrifice to the devil. And how many political leaders and groups have come out and said, this is our sacrifice to the devil. We don't want you to stop abortion. And guess what? Abortion is legal in America in many, many, many states. You don't get it in this state, you can jump over to your next neighboring state and get it. California said, hey, we'll even fly you out here. So, all these things, sodomy, lesbianism, transgender, abortion, that's all vomit, sewer. And these endless oppressive wars, murder, and bloodshed. Do you know it's said in the Bible that one of the 7 abominations, I talked about that yesterday, that God hates is the shedding of innocent blood? What are we seeing going on today? Innocent blood is being shed. Guns and bullets are slaughtering innocent people. Bombs are ripping them apart. People are made to fight against people. And all these evils are going on right beyond our noses. That's a figure of speech. Meaning you can go on the internet, I can search the internet, and I can go in just about any country I want and read their newspaper through they translate apps and see what's going on in the nation. I can check out any war scene. I can see what's going on under the covers. And even though they seek to hide things, sometimes things slip out. The report gets out of what they're doing to the little children. They're trafficking the children. They're moving babies. They have baby farms. They have all different kind of things going on. They're taking dead bodies. People are disappearing. When they reappear, one kidney is missing. People are being killed and their organs are being taken out of them. These things are going on. It's in the media. You don't see in the sanitized American media, but it goes on. When you check out foreign media, you'll see it. You'll read about it. And then which leads us to the next thing. Now that things are not looking like it's working according to their plan, the New World Order's plan, will Agenda 2030 need to be reset? Will Agenda 2030 be reset? Will they need to push that final date of 2030, that goal, that date? Will they need to push it forward? Maybe it's Agenda 2035 or Agenda 2040. Will they do that? That's left to be seen. God, you see, that's the plan of man. But we know that God says, I know what you're going to do, and I got a plan prepared for you. So, closing, what we saw happen to Donald Trump, the shot to the head, it was meant to take his brain out, kill him instantly. I want you to know and understand, I wrote also in my books, talk about the headshot. In my last book, I explained it in details. There'll be a man, a very popular man, well known, very well loved across the world. He's a man that has tasted the reins of power, and he's just sitting there biding his time and waiting for his moment. And there's a religious group called the Sadducees. They don't believe in God, they don't believe in angels, they don't believe in spirits, they don't believe in life after death. They want to use him to bring the whole world into believing in him. That's how Satan is going to get his moment. And what's going to happen is that this man is going to copycat what happened to Trump. He's going to have everything set up. What's going to happen is that they're going to show that there was a shot, and they're going to show that his brain was hit, that his brain was blown off or blown away. And then what happened is that he is pronounced dead. 3 days later, he's going to show himself, I'm not dead, I'm alive, miraculously. Everybody's going to say, yes, surely this is the Messiah. This is the man we're looking for. Look, he was dead, now he's alive, he took a headshot. Now nothing is wrong with him. This must be God. This must be the Messiah. And the Pope and everybody and all the big shots, including artificial intelligence, are going to say, hey, We're going to worship him because he is the Messiah. Worship him. He is God walking the earth in the body of a man. He took a headshot, which is, of course, a fake headshot. It's all like a movie script. And he's alive now, called the headshot. But it will be a fake headshot. This is what he is going to use. Deceive the world and bring the world to worship him. It's all in the Bible. I'm just bringing you Bible, telling you what's going to happen. All these things are in my last book, Shocking Revelations of Mystery Babylon. Amazing how God reveals all these things from the Word of God, from the Bible. Amazing how God revealed to me through a vision that Donald Trump, there would be an attempt upon his life. They will not succeed. He'll become the next president, but he'll be a very humbled man. He'll be a very changed man, and he's going to do an awesome job. Well, that's it for the day, but go to Amazon, Barnes & Nobles, or go to BibleCode7.com. My last book is Shocking Revelations of Mystery Babylon. Make sure you get that copy. It's a must-have copy. You can also get Escaping the Ultimate Deception Counterfeit through Bible Code 7. Get that book and see all the prophecies that were revealed and see how everything is falling in its proper place today, because the Lord revealed it to me and I placed it right out here. May the Lord bless you. May the Lord keep you. May he make his face to shine on you and be gracious to you. May the Lord God lift up the light of his countenance upon you and give you his peace. Both now until he returns. He's coming back. Have an awesome day. We'll catch you again tomorrow.